What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my series called Things They Don't Tell You About. This is episode 5, and in episode 5 we're going to talk about PTSD, which is the short form of post-traumatic stress disorder. So let's do it. Okay, so what is PTSD? PTSD is, let me put this down here. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder, is a real disorder that develops when a person has experienced or witnessed a scary, shocking, terrifying, or dangerous event. People with PTSD have intense, disturbing thoughts and feelings related to their experience that last long after the traumatic event has ended. So it's basically like, let's say you experience a traumatic event. It's the thoughts and whatnot that come after it is what PTSD is. And the causes of PTSD could be an accident, like if someone gets in an accident, a terror attack, exposure to previous traumatic experiences, or abuse. And these are basically, like the definition said, they're traumatic experiences that a person gets or has, and it's what happens after it, basically, if that makes any sense. The symptoms are flashbacks. So people normally get like random flashbacks of the event when it happens, and that's one of the symptoms. Staying away from place, events, or objects that are a reminder of the experience. When it comes to that, let's say a certain place, they had a traumatic experience in a certain place. Going back to that place can trigger some thoughts or feelings, or like I said, bring them back to that event, which can be very anxiety causing or anxiety increasing. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but it can cause a lot of anxiety, basically what it is. But yeah, feeling easily startled. So something that you're just like, oh, someone should not be startled with this, it can startle them. Like, let's say they got attacked by someone, and a friend comes up to someone and like just playfully like tries to scare them. That can be easily startled, in a way where obviously like it brings them back to that event that happened. Or having difficulty concentrating. That one is a big one. If you see someone like zoning out or not like in concentrating, that can be a symptoms for sure, which happens a lot when you have PTSD, especially if the event is still pretty new and it's not been that long. Treatments for it are exposure therapy, which makes a lot of sense. So exposure therapy is when a therapist slowly kind of like reintroduces them to a place. So let's say like a place where the event happens, not someone that goes be like, here, go to that place, like just slowly takes them to that place, to sort of distress them from, or kind of having that place associated with that feeling, which can kind of suck sometimes, because even if you, let's say you have like a favorite restaurant and a traumatic experience happens at like your favorite restaurant, and then you get something like that where you just can't go back to that place, it can be very sad, because you're like, I used to love this place, and now that I've experienced this, it can be very upset, because you're associating the place with what you experience, which is what us humans normally do with any place. Like we go to a place, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a good memory here, or oh my gosh, I came here with this person for the first time and it was lovely. So I think for me at least, I don't know about you guys, but for me at least, I associate places with memories and feelings of that place. Sometimes, it depends. Cognitive restructuring, which is sometimes people remember the event differently from how it happened, or they may feel guilt or shame about something that is not their fault. Cognitive restructuring can help people with PTSD think about what happened in a realistic way. which I actually didn't even know about that, which makes like it's really good, because sometimes people have experiences and like, man, this was my fault, or my goodness, if I did not put myself in the situation, this would have not happened, or sort of like those what ifs. So I think even with cognitive restructuring, it helps a person realize that, hey, maybe it's not my fault. This could have happened to anyone. This could have happened anywhere. It's just under bad circumstances it happened, sort of thing. But yeah, here's my favorite part of the episode, is the biblical point of view. So there's a lot of, so all of these mental illnesses have like basically the same sort of topic, sort of thing. I don't know if that makes any sense. So the Bible verses that I find, it's more, they're different, but they're the same as the last one. Let me start off with, there's a character in the Bible, not a character, a person, not a character, a person in the Bible that actually experienced PTSD. I actually searched it up and I saw, and his name's Saul. I actually still have to go back and read about him and what he did, because like I know about him and know what he did, but I don't know the full thing, and I don't want to say some stuff that are not true. So if you want to read about Saul, you should go read about Saul, and how he had PTSD and how his life changed. It's very inspiring. But the two Bible verses that I sort of got, one of them is Psalm 91:4-6. And it says, "He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you shall take refuge. His trust shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that walk in the darkness, nor the destruction that lays waste at noonday." And I find that very encouraging, because it's like, no matter what you're going through, he's there. He will take you under his wings. He'll protect you. It's just don't be afraid, because he's always with you. Whatever you're going through, he's with you. The next one is, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit." And that's Psalm 34:18. I actually know this verse and I love this verse. It just talks about how God is close to the people whose hearts have been broken, who feel like they have no hope and no worth, basically. And he's close to them, and he will be with them, and he will heal people that are going through this, through things, specifically, obviously in this case, PTSD. So yeah, it's just an encouragement that if you think you're alone, if you think, man, how am I going to get out of this? God's got you. God will heal you. You may not be fully healed, but it will get better by time. Speaking from someone who has experienced PTSD, it will get better by time. And it's more of, if you just learn to put all your burdens on him, you will be at peace, and he will give you peace. He really will give you peace. Trust me on that. I'm not lying. I'm not joking. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy good. So trust in him. But yeah, so that's basically today's episode. I know these are pretty short, but it's kind of like a quick thing, and I'm trying to make my videos pretty short, so that's that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.